day. How are you? And welcome to this free class. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about les prépositions devant les noms de villes et de pays. So I noticed that when I ask people questions and they are trying to respond, they don't know what prepositions to use in front of cities, in front of countries, and mostly at times when they want to say, "Oh, I live at Ikeja in Lagos," so the next thing you're hearing somebody saying on Lagos, "J'habite à Ikeja on Lagos," is totally wrong. It's totally wrong. It's so wrong. Lagos is not a country, so it cannot use on. All right, so for that reason, I thought to make this free class for you. All right, let's write. Please follow me one step at a time. The name, the preposition that each country, that countries use and all of that. Well, let's look at countries. Let's try to find out the gender of countries. I think that's going to be the first step because it's going to help you understand the second lecture better. All right, let's look at countries. Countries and gender. So I hope you know that in French, all nouns in French have a noun, have a gender. So whether living things or non-living things, they're either masculine or feminine. Some are feminine plural, some are masculine plural, so they all have a gender. This is because countries are nouns, so that's why they have a gender. So if they say all nouns in French have a gender, then countries also are nouns, so they all have gender. So the next thing is, how do we know the gender of a country? Oh, I'm from Ghana. How do I know the gender of my country? I'm from Italy. How do I know the gender of my country? All right, let's write. Les pays féminins sont ceux qui se terminent par un O. So feminine countries are those countries which end in an E. So once I'm not talking about having names of countries in English, then you start checking, oh, which one ends in an E. No. You have to look at the names of the countries. So if you want to know the gender of a country, so please check your dictionary, use a bilingual dictionary. If it means, for example, Cameroon, you check Cameroon and it will show you Cameroon in French. So you see, what's the last letter? What's the last letter? Okay, so that's it. So it's the countries that are already in French, not in English. Please don't go to English and start checking. No, please. The country is already in French, autograph. Then you can now check to say, okay, this is the gender. Okay, so those feminine countries are those countries that end in an E. So for example, so we have here La France. France ends in an E. L'Espagne, that's Spain, ends in an E. La Belgique, Belgium, ends in an E. So you see, if you were to check it from English, Belgium ends in an M. So you get it wrong. Spain ends in an N. You obviously get it wrong too. L'Italie ends in a Y. Italy ends in a Y. So you get it wrong too. L'Italie. Okay, so look at those countries. They all end in an E, so they are feminine. However, like you know, French is a language of exceptions. So there are 4 countries that end in E and yet they are not feminine, they are masculine. So here they are. Le Mozambique, le Cambodge, le Mozambique, le Mexique, le Mozambique, le Cambodge et le Zimbabwe. These 4 countries are masculine. However, they end in an E. So please, you try to know them so you don't make any mistake with them. Okay? So please take note. They end in an E, yet they are masculine. Every other country that ends in an E is feminine. All right. So let's go to I will skip the next one. So let's go to the last one. Certains pays sont pluriels. So certain countries are plural. So how do I identify plural countries? So plural countries are countries that end in an S. So the country ends in an S, then it's plural. It can use LES. So the ones that are feminine can use LA, la. Plural countries end in an S, so therefore they are permitted to use LES. For example, les Pays-Bas. Les Pays-Bas is the Netherlands. Les États-Unis, United States of America. Les Philippines, so you can see I highlighted the red, the last letter. Les Philippines, Philippines. Les Comores, Comoros Island. Les Seychelles, seashells. So you can see the end in an S. So therefore, these countries are plural, so they are permitted to use the le. Okay, I guess now you know which countries are masculine. Yeah, I guess now you know that. So countries that neither end in an E or an S are masculine. So any other country that ends in A, B, C, D, F, I just take it to Z. All aside E and S. The rest are masculine. I think that's fine. Okay, now let's get to the. That is the first thing. So let's look at this first, these sentences here. Those four sentences up here. These four sentences up here. I'm looking for my pointer. Okay, that was it. Okay, these four sentences up here. So please take a look. J'habite en Belgique. J'habite en Belgique. So please take a look. Je vis à Madrid. Je suis né au Vietnam. J'habite aux Comores. If you were to translate the sentences in English, you would use the same preposition in front of all of them. I live at Belgium. I live at Madrid. I was born at Vietnam. I live at Comoros Island. You just realize English used at for all of them. So why is it different in French? Why is it different in French? So you're having un, you're having a, you're having o, you're having o. Why are they different? All right, let's look at it. So if you look at this first one, j'habite en Belgique, you see the country is feminine. And Madrid is a city, it doesn't have a gender. Or Vietnam is a masculine country. Or Comore is a plural country. So, on utilise a avec les villes parce que les villes n'ont pas de gendre. So, cities don't have gender, so you use a. Madrid, a New York, a Washington DC, a Lagos, a Kaduna, a Aba. So, pays au masculin, so you use O. Pays au féminin et les pays masculins qui commencent par une voyelle, on utilise on aussi. So I will explain that closely. Et les pays pluriels, c'est O. Alright, let's continue. Okay. Alright, so here some examples. Preposition used in front of names of city is a, because cities don't have a gender. Cities do not have gender. So you have all of this. Okay, je suis à Londres. Tu es à Ibadan. Il est à Lagos. Je suis à Ikorodu. Tu es à Aja. Elle est à Abuja. Chika habite à Yenagoa. So all of this. You see, these are all cities. Londres, Paris, Madrid. So these are all cities. Je suis à Shomolu. Je suis né à Benin. Je vais à Toronto. These are all cities. No gender. Okay, let's go to the next. Look at this. Preposition used in front of the name of a feminine country is en. You saw j'habite en Belgique. So la France, j'habite en France. France is feminine. So en France, je suis en France. Je suis né en France. L'Espagne, j'habite en Espagne. Je vais en Espagne. L'Italie, feminine country. J'habite en Italie. Elle habite en Italie. Je vis en Italie. L'Angleterre. J'habite en Angleterre, il habite en Angleterre. La Turquie, j'habite en Turquie. J'habite en Turquie, je suis en Turquie, je suis né en Turquie, je vais en Chine. Chine. So you see all those countries are feminine. They have the N in an E. But however, the next one you need to know are masculine countries that begin with vowels. They also use en. So, l'Iran, j'habite en Iran. L'Irak, j'habite en Irak. Angola, j'habite en Angola. There's also Afghanistan. Je vais en Afghanistan. En Afghanistan. So all masculine countries that begin with a vowel, they use on, just like feminine countries. Okay. So here for pays masculin, on utilise O pour les pays masculins. So, le Portugal, j'habite au Portugal. Le Brésil, j'habite au Brésil. Il est né au Brésil. Le Pérou, j'habite au Pérou. Le Venezuela, j'habite au Venezuela. So you can see all of these countries, they don't end in neither in an E or an S. So Portugal, L, Brésil, L, Pérou, U, le Venezuela, A, le Vietnam, M et le Nigeria, A. Okay, so les pays pluriels, on utilise O. Okay, so I already showed you a list of them. Yeah, I made a list of. So, les États-Unis, j'habite aux États-Unis. Les Philippines, so there, je suis aux Philippines. Les Pays-Bas, nous sommes aux Pays-Bas. Et les Comores, j'habite aux Comores. Okay, so that's it. I think you can see it's quite easy. So when next you want to talk about where you are, okay, je suis à Ikeja, à Lagos, because you can't say on Lagos. You get that? Okay, je suis à Lagos, au Nigeria. Je suis dans une ville qui s'appelle Ikeja, à Lagos, au Nigeria. Je suis dans une belle ville qui s'appelle Ikeja, à Lagos, au Nigeria, en Afrique. Okay, so that's it. So you can, so you can leave you can make your own sentence in the comment section. I'll be glad to follow up on it, and I'll be there to correct you if there are any mistakes. All right, thank you. So we've come to the end of the class, and all right, so yeah, we've come to the end of the class. So bye, thank you, and bye.